right? What would non-duality look like if you applied it to something like meditation? Then it wouldn't be, these extreme positions. I'm going to do this, and if that doesn't work, I'll do this. That's very dualistic. And I'm just trying to point this out because when we get caught in these dualistic approaches or psychological kind of tug-of-wars within ourselves, who's going to win? Because you're pulling from both ends of the rope when you're having a tug-of-war with yourself, right? So the winner and the loser is the same person. So that's what I mean. It's a kind of a losing game to try to be at battle with yourself. It's also a losing game just to kind of, as I keep saying, just to kind of throw your hands up and just be totally haphazard about it. Well, it'll happen when it happens, and again, dualistic. What's something that's not these really kind of extremes? Watching what happens. It's the hardest thing for me to convey. So as a teacher, like I can give a meditation technique or a guided meditation. I can give all those, and someone can sincerely try to apply those as best they can. What I can't give anybody, what I would love to be able to give, is just that what it is like to actually be learning from your experience. And I don't mean learning from a book about your experience. I mean learning from your experience. What do you do when you learn from your experience that you can't actually control your mind very well? And even if you can, that's almost worse. Because then it would mean your ego's just really getting good at it. Right? It's very much in the center, but it thinks it's not because it's getting good at a spiritual discipline. You see? So if we didn't have these more extreme approaches, trying to control the mind or just sort of being haphazard, then we're actually engaged in something called, we're actually observing and learning from our experience. We've all heard about the inner teacher they talk about in the East. And the inner teacher, it's not an inner guru that's talking to you, giving great Dharma talks from inside you. That's not really the inner teacher. The inner teacher is your own immediate experience. Always from one moment to the next, to the next, to the next, unfolding. And as long as we're just trying on the surface of it, skating along or ignoring it or trying to control it or whatever we're trying to do, we're not really penetrating, right? We're not really getting underneath that whole conditioned thing. So you notice a lot of my meditations, right? There's some technique to the meditation, of course, but underneath that, it's like just enough application that's necessary and no more. And really what's more important is observe, 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 observe. That's the thing that's hard to convey.